Robert!
What? What have you done?
Mother, Father, I've been called up.
Called up? Called up? Oh no, this is not happening.
Father, I can't. I don't have a choice.
Choice? Choice?
Stop it! It's not Robert's fault. We all feared that this might happen one day. We know that hardly any men escape the call-up now. It can't be helped. And we can't get him out of it. And even if we could, how would that look? What would the village say if we didn't help out the war effort? Such a handsome boy in a uniform. Bob? Bob? Have you joined up? But I thought you wouldn't.
No, Grace. I haven't.
He's been conscripted.
Oh my. Are you?
I'm fine, Grace. A bit nervous, but it'll soon pass. I'm going to be joining the artists.
Oh, Bob, you won't be going to the front.
No. Well, not to begin with. I have to go for training first. Then who knows? Look at Will. I could see the war out never leaving England.
I hope so. I miss Will dreadfully. I can't stand the thought of your being away too.
Oh, come now. You know what they're saying. It'll all be over in no time.
They've been saying that for 3 years now.
Things are what they are, and we must make the best of it. Shirts. You'll need shirts. Who knows what chance you'll have to wash any of them, so we'd better pack plenty.
And so it was that Robert was sent to France. He wrote often and told us much of his adventures, which was some comfort. His letters were always lovely to read. They could convince us he was happy. I always wonder how much of that was for our benefit, but Robert was such a naturally cheerful boy, I prefer to think it was true.
Thank you very much for the parcel which I received this morning. Everything is lovely, especially the cake, and nothing was smashed. Well, I wonder if you ever thought I should be in the first line trenches last Sunday. Well, I was, and I got back again last night at 11 o'clock. We went up to the trenches on Saturday night. It took over 2 hours to get there. Nearly all the way in the trenches were a big depth and chiefly duck-boarded, at the bottom, which is a great improvement. Everything the whole time was very quiet, and we had no casualties. One man fainted on the way back, but was soon attended to. Unfortunately, on Sunday it rained, which did not improve matters, and in the front line there are no dugouts to go into, so I fixed up my waterproof sheet over me and read the Horncastle news. I have not had any sleep for 3 nights until last night, and I have not had my boots off either for that period of time. You get fairly good food, chiefly bully beef, bread and jam, but I took as much choc and biscuits up as I could carry. The more I see of the war, the more I am convinced it will not be ended by fighting. It is a very slow job. How is father? Tell him not to worry. He can't live on that, and it will make no better of things. We never have time to worry here. The colonel has just walked by. He looks more like a circus manager, I think, with his big moustache. Well, it is getting time for me to get the stew for the lads who have gone on fatigue. Will you send me out a few cocoa or coffee tablets, or Cadbury's cocoa essence like you sent me before? The butter you sent the other day was lovely. Cheero. Much love to all. From your loving son, Robert.
We were eager to send Robert anything we could to make his life in the barracks more bearable, as we had with William. Jam, soap, coffee, anything that could be packaged up and sent to him, we would package up and send. And soon the requests in his letters came thick and fast. One week it would be cigarettes and chocolates, the next pork pies and butter. I was always happy to take on the task of going out to find the things that he wanted. It made me feel as though I was helping the war effort in some small way. It was also a chance to get out of the house and see my friends.
Oh, Grace, how are you?
Violet, hello. Very well, thanks. And you?
Oh, so busy. The hospital in Horncastle is a lot of work now.
I can imagine. You are doing a wonderful thing working there.
Well, we have to do our bit. I heard Robert has called up. How is he?
He's well. He writes often. He seems to be mainly enjoying the food. I know they say an army marches on its stomachs, but I think in Bob's case he actually would stop marching if they didn't feed him well. Mother sends both boys regular parcels. She even packs shirts. She's obsessed. Just this morning she sent Alice off to Horncastle to buy another.
Well, I expect it makes her feel that she's doing something positive.
The nursery takes up all of Father's time now. I think we're seeing just how much the boys were doing for him.
Oh, what a frightful shame. Well, won't you look after it? After all, you're quite the car expert now. Surely we won't see the mud with all that oil. I'm teasing. You should know that. I'm actually jealous. Being able to drive a car must be such fun. I'm sure Robert is very pleased that you're taking such good care of it.
Sorry, Violet. Sometimes with all this war talk, I forget something as simple as teasing. It's always all so serious. Of course, it is great fun. You must come with me for a drive one day.
Oh, really, I would love to, one day. I have another shift at the hospital again this afternoon, so must dash. Take care and do try not to be so serious. Goodbye.
A small village like ours should have seemed so far away from the war. After all, there's no fighting, no action, no camps, nothing to suggest there's a war on, except that all the young men are gone. Those of us left behind would find that our fears pervaded our every waking moment. But every now and again, the village could come together and forget the war as we celebrated. Don't they make a sweet couple?
Yes,
Henry looks very smart in his uniform.
he does. Would that you would marry someone so handsome.
Mother!
Well, dear, I'm only saying.
What with running Father around for his business and helping you keep the house, I don't know where I would find the time for courting. And with all the men at war, there is hardly anyone left.
The war won't last forever.
So you keep saying.
You look wonderful, Lucy.
Thank you, Alice.
And you look wonderful too, of course, Henry.
Thank you. I do my best.
So how long will Henry be home?
Well, he's been called back the day after tomorrow, so...
Oh, how awful. They won't let you take any time at all?
Well, they let me take time for the wedding, and some of the chaps didn't even get that.
I will miss you.
Don't be silly. And besides, I'll be back home on leave before you know it. I'll be back in 3 months with any luck.
Well, everyone looks happy. Come along, Grace. We don't want Alice to see us. She'll think we're watching her on her time off.
Of course, it doesn't take much to bring reality crashing back in. And as I watched the happy couple, I thought about that conversation with Mother and wondered, with the world turned on its head by this war, would I ever have such a chance at happiness as Lucy had?
Grace, what has happened? What on earth is wrong?
His post. The post is coming. She's heading this way.
Grace, slow down and breathe. Oh,
What on earth is all this?
well, I'm not sure. Grace, you need to calm down. What's happened?
Oh, I was in the village talking in the shop and where the postmistress was going past and there was talk, these two old ladies, Mrs. Stokes and Mrs. Locke, they said she had letters from the War Office, notifications for the family, they said, and she's heading this way.
Grace, you mustn't panic. It could be anything. You mustn't assume the worst.
They said she looked serious and miserable and that was always a sign she had one of those letters and she started heading this way and she never comes this way first, I'm sure of it. She always comes in nearly last on her round.
There's no law that says she has to do her round in a particular way. Oh, honestly, sweetheart, you mustn't panic. It's probably nothing. But nothing. Now, Grace, dry your eyes and wash your face, and we'll wait for the post.
No, it
Nothing
can't be.
happens till it happens. We will not live in fear of the postmistress.